With around 42% of the population being university graduates, it's quite clear that many people feel that a uni degree is important. However, with university fees getting more and more expensive and non-traditional jobs such as YouTubers and social media influencers appearing, is there even a point going to university anymore? And that's what we are going to find out in this video. Also, do join my Telegram group to discuss or ask any questions that you may have. Alright, let's jump right in. First, let's talk about salary. According to surveys, the reason many people get higher education is because they feel that it will improve their employment opportunity, they will make more money, and they will get a better job. But how much more can we earn with a university degree?
Okay, that you think you will earn?
10K.
Okay, in reality, most people won't be earning $10,000 as a fresh grad, yeah? According to official data, the median starting pay for fresh grads is $4,200 in 2022, with some going as high as $6,300 a month, while others can be as low as $3,100 a month. Whichever the case, upon graduation, most fresh grads would already have a good starting point, as their pay would be pretty close to the median full-time pay of $5,000. Not only that, the majority of fresh grads are able to secure employment within 6 months of completing their final exams. This is well above Singapore's employment rate of 83%. Second, it has been found that someone who has a uni degree tends to have a higher pay than someone without. According to a recent study, the median salary of university graduates for those in their 20s and 30s is 62% higher as compared to non-graduates. This is what we call the wage premium of a university degree. Okay, just before you think that this is a Singapore thing where someone with a degree earns more than someone without a degree, well, yes, but no. This trend is consistent in many countries. For example, in the US, Canada, and Australia, where someone with a degree tends to earn more. This is probably because degree holders get to acquire more knowledge and participate in hands-on training, which in turn contributes to their intellectual and creative growth, as compared to someone who does not have a degree. However, this is not to say that having a degree is a must and you cannot survive without one. There are people that have succeeded in life even without a degree. For example, the founder of Hai Di Lao, Zhang Yong, is a high school dropout. And yet, he has managed to become one of the most successful businessmen and is among the wealthiest person in Singapore today. Same for Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. All of them were college dropouts, but ended up becoming one of the richest people in the world today. This means that if you drop out from college, you could be the next richest guy, right? Maybe. However, before you decide to drop out, just remember that only 6% of college dropouts ever ended becoming successful. Some of the more common jobs for non-degree holders would be delivery riders, admins, and retail call center agents, many of which are low-paying jobs. However, there are still certain jobs that can give a high pay if you are skilled enough. For example, a salesperson and financial consultant. A successful salesperson would easily earn $126,000 a year. Same for financial consultants, who can earn $16,500 a month. At this level, their pay could easily beat someone who has a uni degree. As much as employers value paper qualifications, this trend is starting to change. Many of them have increasingly shown preference for candidates with technical skills and transferable skills as compared to educational qualifications. Active networking, a desire to upskill, and having diverse skills and experiences are also becoming more important than ever. In this sense, having a university qualification alone will not be the only factor to stand out today. On top of that, university is not a place where everything is available for you to learn. And now, a word from today's sponsor, Webull. I can't believe that up till now, there are still so many of you guys who are still letting your idle cash sit around and do nothing, like a lazy bum bum. But did you know that you can currently earn anywhere between 3.7% to 5.4% return on your idle cash with Webull? Introducing cash funds, or also known as money market funds. Cash fund is a special type of mutual fund that invests in high-quality, short-term debt instruments, such as government bonds and short-term fixed deposits. These investments make cash funds an ideal place to park your cash. But how risky are they? Short answer, extremely low risk. Throughout its long history of being around for 50 years, there were only 2 instances where money market fund investors lost money. Meanwhile, more than 500 banks have collapsed in just the past 13 years. Take note, I'm not saying money market funds are entirely risk-free. There's obviously still risk involved, but the risks are quite low. If you check the charts of the cash funds offered by Webull, you can see that they are extremely stable and are just steadily going up, even during times where the market was crashing left and right. That's how low risk they are. Now, how can you invest into cash funds in Webull? There are 2 methods to do it. Method number 1, if you are using the margin account, you can invest into cash funds via Moneybull. You can find it by going to markets where you will see Moneybull near the top, tap in, then make sure it's activated to start earning a return on your idle funds. Or method number 2, if you are just using the cash account, you won't see Moneybull. In that case, you can go to Funds, Money Market, where you'll find the same cash funds here. You can then invest in the funds by manually subscribing to it. The main difference is if you were to use Moneybull, once it's activated, Webull will just automatically invest all your idle cash into the cash funds. And if you ever need to trade stocks, Webull will just auto-redeem the money from the funds to settle your trades. On the other hand, if you are subscribing to it via funds, you have to manually invest and redeem the money. Though, there's a regular savings plan which lets you periodically invest the money from every day all the way to every month. The SGD Cash Fund currently has a 3.7% 7-day annualized yield, while for the USD Cash Fund, the yield is a lot higher at 5.4%. But a tip is to just invest in the funds that your idle cash is currently in. For example, if you have SGD, just invest in the SGD Cash Fund. Or if you have USD, just invest in the USD Cash Fund. That way, you will avoid the currency risk altogether. So that was a quick intro on how you can earn a return on your idle cash with Webull. Now, let's talk about Webull's super generous sign-up promotion. From now till October 31st, if you sign up to Webull using my link down below, fund any amounts and keep the money there for 30 days, you will get to win 6 free shares worth up to $3,000 in total. And the best part, you don't even have to do any trades, and that's literally free money. Besides that, if you are new to Moneybull, you will also be eligible to earn up to $2,000. And with that being said, let's get back to the video. Just like any other schools, universities are mainly educational institutions that heavily focus on academics. There are many things that can't be learned in universities, such as soft skills, life skills, emotional management skills, and so on. Instead, these skills have to be acquired in the workplace. For example, many people feel that a business degree is worthless, as your professors can only teach you business theories and case studies within the classroom, which in the end are just theories. What truly matters are the practical aspects of business, such as how to develop a small business idea, how to win customers, or how to deal with competitors. These are the things that you can only pick up through real-life experiences. There is also a growing trend where online learning is becoming more and more popular. For example, enrollment to popular online course provider Coursera has increased by 42% in 2022 from 2021. These courses can be as short as a few hours and go as long as a few months. There are a large variety of courses to choose from interest-based subjects such as photography and languages to more theme topics such as law and business strategies. And it's not just some random courses, yeah. Some of them partner with top universities such as Cambridge and Stanford, and leading industry partners such as Google and IBM to offer these courses, while others are taught by industry leaders such as the top YouTubers, top editors, and top photographers. The good thing about these courses is that you can sign up for them without having to go through the entire 3 to 4 years of rigorous university curriculum. And better still, they are super affordable as they usually cost less than 1% compared to a proper degree. While these courses may not be recognized by employers in the traditional sense, they may help you boost your skills, which you could then use to work on your side hustle or enhance your resume. A university degree is not just about the qualification, but also about the whole university experience. To some people, the best things about university life is to be able to stay on campus, go for overseas exchange programs, internships, and networking opportunities. You get to try out new things and meet new people, some of which could even be your business partners or even life partners one day. And of course, not forgetting student discounts that you get to enjoy long after you graduated. #cheapskate. Universities also support their students in many ways. For example, you can form new societies and clubs with other people who are enthusiastic about the same thing as you. And for those who are unsure about what they want to do after university, there are also career advice services such as guidance in resume writing, internship placements, and even full-time positions through their connections. Whatever it is, some of these experiences can be life-changing and highly rewarding, which you may not be able to find outside university. Okay, here are my thoughts. If you already know what you want to do, and if going to a university will bring you there, then a university is definitely worth it. However, going to uni is not the only path to success. There are many who are successful in life even without a uni degree, though it may take a lot more hard work. But if you do succeed, it may very well be worth it. Regardless, going to uni still remains as a safe choice, as you are more likely to be guaranteed a stable job after you graduate. That's why most people would still opt to get a degree so that they always have a backup plan if things don't work for them. Anyway, that's all for this video. Hopefully you found it useful. Like, share and subscribe as I'll be posting new videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday.